New tier shifts for Gen 9 competitive singles are out, and there's some very big drops from the OU tier to the UU tier, one of these being Ursaluna, which was a great Pokemon in the tier for the months it was released, and was even voted on for potential quick ban after the first week it was released. Yesterday we focused on Roaring Moon dropping down to the UU tier, and if you have not seen that, that will be linked down in the description, but today we will be focusing on Ursaluna. Ursaluna was dominating the singles metagame after the release of Pokémon Home. Within a couple of months, it went from potentially banworthy to not even being used enough to secure a spot in the OU tier. So why exactly did Ursaluna fall off in Gen 9 competitive singles? You might be very surprised that a powerhouse like Ursaluna dropped down, especially after its debut in the first week of the Pokémon Home meta. Ursaluna has that amazing 140 base attack stat, good bulk, and ability guts to boost its attack stat by an additional 50%. Ursaluna also has super strong step moves with Headlong Rush and Facade, being doubled in power thanks to guts. Ursaluna does, however, face some very major problems, most notably its speed stat and its typing. In the first week, Ursaluna could bypass this speed issue by being paired with Trick Room. Trick Room was at its all-time peak at that time, because Magearna was still allowed in the tier and was an incredible Trick Room setter. Trick Room is not that great in competitive singles because you need one turn to set it up and one turn to switch out, leaving you with only 3 turns to take advantage of it. Magearna could however bypass this, as it is an excellent Trick Room abuser itself, and could use Fleur Cannon plus a checkback to deal massive damage and switch out that same turn. This was originally what put Ursaluna up for a ban-ready Pokemon, as it can 2-hit kill anything in sight while also outspeeding everything. However, after the ban of Magearna, Ursaluna has slowly been falling off, even though it's arguably the best stall breaker in the game. Ursaluna's very low base speed and terrible defensive typing make it very easy to take advantage of, despite the power and bulk it does have. Ursaluna kind of falls under the Rampardos theorem. If you're not familiar with this concept, the gist is basically that you can have all the damage in the world, but it doesn't matter if you get KO'd or outsped beforehand. Its typing leaves Ursaluna vulnerable to common typings like fighting and water, and not having great resist to back that up. Sure, it has valuable immunities with Ghost and Electric, but it still is hit for neutral damage by the majority of other typings in the game, making its bulk far less impressive. Ursaluna is also easily outsped by quite some Pokemon, including defensive walls like Great Tusk and Corviknight, which can also take advantage of its typing by hitting it with a super effective fighting attack. Ursaluna is also easily chipped down, mainly by Hazards, Burn, and Rocky Helmet. These little bits of chip damage add up a lot over time, making KOing Ursaluna after prior damage not a difficult task, especially if it switches in multiple times or is on the field for a longer period of time. Ursaluna also heavily struggles against more hyper-offensive teams, which are pretty common right now, as it is slow and easy to take advantage of like we already mentioned. In these cases, Ursaluna is basically a 1-for-1 Pokemon. You get a KO, but you're also gonna be KO'd. Ursaluna also struggles against common Pokemon in metagame like Great Tusk, Airballoon Golden Go, and the aforementioned Corviknight. These Pokemon can easily switch in and force it out. Corviknight can easily take both of its step moves and chip it down with Rocky Helmet and Body Press, while Golden Go is immune to both step moves with Airballoon and can also threaten it with Make It Rain. In short, Ursaluna's bad defensive typing, low speed stat, and passive chip damage make this Pokemon not that reliable as a wall breaker. To be clear, I don't think Ursaluna is a bad Pokemon at all, and can certainly fit on certain team structures, especially those in need of a strong wall breaker. Now we're just gonna have to wonder if it will be quick banned from the UU tier. Let me know your thoughts about Ursaluna dropping down in the comments. If you want to see more content like this, you can let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you're new. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.